Turner. It's always a pleasure actually seeing you and actually reading your works. Actually, this is the second time around BookBanditz actually had the pleasure and honor to actually interview you. So that's always a plus. That's a notch, an extra stamp on my on the website. Just in my I want to say my discography of just dealing with people in general. Nick, you know what's amazing about this book is that I've read massive books. And you were able to capture natural-born hustlers, right? In a matter of, I want to say, 100 pages, a bit more. Because sometimes, you're seasoned at this current moment. You're seasoned in general. And you got to the point. I mean, you didn't sugarcoat anything. You didn't puff it up to enhance or give it 17 other pages to make it 200. You got right to the point, and after the fact of this finishing, I was mad. I'm like, let's see, I'm serious. Tell me the concept behind everything.
Well, Natural Born Hustler, okay. The main character name is December Day, and actually, she was gonna be, when I was asked to write Hustlers Life 3, because readers kept writing in saying that they wanted Hustlers Life 3. So when I was asked to write Hustlers Life 3, and I said to my publisher, I was like, when you get to be a certain age, you can't keep doing the same ish. You just can't keep doing the same thing. And at this point, with the Hustlers Life series, Dance had went to jail, crime didn't commit, he was exonerated. He beat a murder charge. That was put on him. He started becoming a preacher, so he did all of these things, and he got shot. The bullet, the Bible saved his life, so he can't go back to the dope.
Right.
So I was like, where do we go from here? So I knew that I had to bring in other characters in to make it work. But at the same time, I was still trying to figure it out. So when I brought December Day in, her personality just was too big, for her not to have her own book. And I felt like we needed to see who she was. We needed to meet her before she came into the Hustler series. So this actually was a bridge book. It was like a novella, so that's why it's not that long, because it's a novella. But I just wanted this to be the bridge between Hustler's Life 2 and Hustler's Life 3.
Okay.
And it's so funny because when I started talking to my agent about this book, he would only call it 2.5.
2.5, yeah.
He would never call it, Hustler's Life 3, because technically it wasn't Hustler's Life 3. It just was 2.5.
Right. So, Nikki, what amazes me about December is that, the fact that you wrote so many books, you took, how was it to take, just take on a new character and sort of, because like you said, you're getting a little older, so you want to stray away from different types of characters that may be growing up, that grow up in the hood and take on the same or similar type of plight.
Right, because as people, we evolve. Like, some people don't, but in life, your goal is to evolve, to take it to the next level. So I always wanted my characters to take it to the next level. So when I brought in December, she was much younger, spunky, and I just had so much fun writing December because I love her spunk.
Right, of course, right.
And it was so many times when I was writing her, and she would say something, and I just would laugh out loud, because I could see, as far as her spunkiness, I could see some of December and me from back in the day.
Yeah. How long did it take to write this book?
Oh, not long, like maybe a month.
Wow. Yeah, and it's funny that you speak about December actually. Like, I was checking out just the style of writing, but just some of the quotes in there. Like I said, as you get older, sometimes it's hard to actually deal with the level of language.
Yeah, like I'm an 18-year-old.
Right. How did you take to that? Like, I'm reading, I'm like, I deal with a lot of youth. Wow, she got the quotes down and everything. How was it?
Because this is like my passion.
Right.
This is not like, I'm not just, in the beginning I woke up one day and I said I'm gonna write a book. But like today in the game, I don't wake up in the morning and say I'm gonna write a book. I am like researching this. Like I take this very, very, very serious.
Right.
So, and it's like I'm very particular about, just the content and what goes into the dialogue.
Of course.
And it's, I can't remember what the quote was in Natural Born Hustler, but it was something I wanted her to say, and I could never get the tagline right. So it's like I spent know, almost the course of the time of me writing the book, it was like I was trying to get the line that I needed to go right there. It didn't come to actually when the edits came back.
Right.
So it didn't come till months later. When my edits came back, I had the right line I wanted to pick. I can't remember what the line was.
Yeah, because I was reading some of it and I'm like, wow, she penned some of these quotes to the T. Like, you know, even if you're from like a different region, different state, you know, that quote is still similar to throughout with all young adults actually. So it was just an assortment of different. And I said, you know what? I knew she did some homework. You know, of course, you know, being seasoned, you're gonna do your homework like you just stated actually. But I wanted you to, you know, hear you say that actually.
But this is the sad part. Did you know when I was on Black Widow, I was going to see the executions?
No.
Yeah, that's just the sad part. So like, I take it very serious.
Wow. So yeah, you definitely do. You definitely do. Now let me ask you, and moving forward with this book, will it be an audio format?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an audio now.
It's an audio now?
Yes.
Wow.
I just got, and that's the one thing that I love about my books. Like when I went to go write Hustler's Wife 3,
Right.
I put Hustler's Wife 2 book on CD in my CD player in my car, and you know, of course, on my iPod. And I just thought it was like the most intriguing thing to myself. Like I had amazed myself. Like wow, like you know, it's amazing to me, and I love it. I love it.
Wow. So now, Nick, we want to move or something. We want something.
I'm working. I'm gonna.
I know I asked you this, you know, a few times, but we want
I'm
something.
actually I'm gonna take a screenwriting course to try to make it happen.
That's beautiful. I mean, you know, the world loves the CD aspect of it, the book in itself or whatever. But of course, you know, we want to see that full figure. That we want to see everything. You know what I mean? And it's good to know that you're taking it, because a lot of times people, you know, your fans can force you, not you per se, but can force people to do specific type of things actually. And when you do it, you prematurely mess it up.
Right.
So you saying, you know what? Because I'm so seasoned, and because the fact that I do my research, I might as well take the class and learn on my own, as opposed to just saying, you know what, I'm gonna get this to somebody.
But like people email me all the time and they say, I want to write a book. Tell me what I have to do to write a book. And I just feel like, you know, I'm gonna share whatever good advice I can. But I think one of the things when you enter into anything new is you gotta do research and you gotta try to get as much knowledge as you can for yourself. Not what somebody told you, you know, not what your cousin said. But you gotta get your feet wet in it and try to figure, you know,
of course,
get online research and do whatever you need to do. And that's what I want to do, to try to get this from book to the screen. You know, I want to take the course so I can know.
Oh my. So the follow-up. Definitely, come on.
Heartbreak of a Hustler's Life. It comes out in April. I just finished the rough draft.
Wow.
I'm waiting on the edits to come back.
One more again, say that again.
Heartbreak of a Hustler's Life.
Wow, I'm anticipating that. So you know, Book Bandits, we'll definitely get that. We'll definitely get the follow-up to this within time. And she said in April, and the way this time moves, actually, April will be there in a hot second. So in closing, Nikki, we do appreciate you. And Book Bandits is always acceptance of what you got.
And I love y'all. I love y'all so much.
Thank you.
Always had about that.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.